India is in the middle of a power struggle in Asia, caught between the rise of China and the ever-present nuclear power of Pakistan. It's predicted that by 2030, India will overtake the United States and Europe in terms of GDP, technological investment, and military spending. The battle to become one of the most dominant countries in Asia has begun. The Ditchley Foundation in the UK believe that the risk of conflict is very likely, directly citing the India-Pakistan relationship as a potential spark for conflict in the whole region. In the 2001 bombing of the Indian parliament by Islamic extremists, 12 people were killed. India responded by mobilizing its largest force since the 1971 Indo-Pakistani War, sending this force to fight against the Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists. Some Indian politicians called for action against Pakistan, as they claimed the country was involved in arming and training the militant group. Although recently tension has died down somewhat between the two countries, their relationship is still volatile. Since gaining independence in 1947, India has gone to war multiple times with Pakistan. Both countries have repeatedly fought over the Kashmir region in the north, where there are actually no official borders, just a line of control between the two disputed areas. As a result, India and Pakistan have been arming themselves, both conventionally and with nuclear armaments. Since 1997, India's defence spending has doubled in real terms. In 2015, it set its defence budget at $49.7 billion, the sixth largest in the world. The Global Firepower database now estimates that India has the fourth most powerful army, behind only the USA, Russia and China. This is partly because between 2010 and 2014, India was the largest importer of weapons, accounting for 15% of the global arms trade. Pakistan's capital, Islamabad, is now under pressure to increase its nuclear stockpile as a deterrent, as well as potentially building short-range missile systems and low-yield warheads for a closer, more targeted attack on its rival. Pakistan is now thought to have between 100 and 120 nuclear weapons. But according to the United States government, India has one of the largest nuclear power programs in the world. It's already signed nuclear deals with Canada and Australia. In addition, it's working with the USA so that it can join a number of nuclear groups, making India's nuclear capability tremendous. It has never signed the Treaty of Non-Proliferation or the Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. India is estimated to have between 75 to 110 warheads at its disposal. But although it possesses fewer nuclear weapons than Pakistan, India is thought to be one of 4 countries that possesses a full nuclear triad, being able to launch by sea, by air, or by land. The Indian Army also boasts around 300 tanks, nearly 2,000 military aircraft, and over 200 naval ships. It's not implausible to predict that a new India-Pakistan conflict could trigger a nuclear war. Financially, India is also incredibly powerful. It has one of the fastest growing economies in the world, increasing its GDP from $267 billion in 1992 to $1.85 trillion in 2012. The World Bank for GDP predicts India will control 20% of the world's share of money by 2040. Lagging behind only China. This growth and trading power has attracted the attention of many Eastern and Western powers. Recently, India signed a trading partnership with Japan, which will soon make each other their largest trading partners. India also has deals with Russia, America, Indonesia, Australia, South Korea, and several other countries. India's strategic partnerships allow it to experiment with many different political ties, whilst not overcommitting to an arrangement that may affect their aim of becoming a major global influence. If all goes to plan, in as little as 15 years, India will become one of the most powerful, wealthiest, and therefore influential countries in the world. In 2015, NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg declared that the West is in greater danger from Russia than it ever faced during the Cold War. Employing a paranoid rhetoric that portrays Russia as being bullied by the Western powers, the unstable figure of Vladimir Putin rules with a tight grip and one of the world's largest nuclear arsenals at his disposal. But how dangerous is Russia?